These 7 manipulation tactics, brutally destroying your life right now. Stop scrolling because someone in your life right now today is playing you, and you don't even see it. And that's not because you're stupid. That's because they're good. And the scariest part is, they're not yelling, they're not lying to your face, they're doing something way more dangerous. They're making you question your own memory, your own feelings, your own sanity. And if you've ever walked away from a conversation feeling like the villain when you walked in as the victim, then what I'm about to show you is going to explain every single confusing moment you've had in that relationship. And once you see these 7 tactics, you will never unsee them, and they will never work on you again. So keep reading, because this might be the most important thing you read all year. Tactic 1. Conversational hijacking. You come in with a real problem. Why did you lie to me? And before you finish the sentence, watch what happens. Yeah, but why do you always attack me like this? And just like that, the entire conversation flipped. You came in as the person who got hurt. You left as the suspect. They didn't lie. They didn't raise their voice. But somehow you're defending yourself for asking a legitimate question. And that's not an accident. That's a skill. They've been practicing your entire relationship. Refuse the redirect every single time. Bring it back to your original point. Watch how uncomfortable that makes them, because controllers absolutely hate being controlled. Tactic 2. Weaponized vulnerability. You're finally having the conversation that's been needed for months. You're about to say the thing that needs to be said, and suddenly they break down tears. Voice cracking, something painful, something deep, and your whole body softens because you're a good person. And that goodness, that genuine human empathy just got used against you, because now your valid point feels cruel. Now holding them accountable feels selfish. And here's the truth that's going to sting. Love being used as a leash is not love. And someone who consistently breaks down exactly when accountability arrives is not being vulnerable. They're buying time. Pay attention to the timing of the tears, because real pain doesn't have perfect timing. Tactic 3. The fake compromise. They ask for something insane. You say no. They back down. They compromise with something more reasonable. And you feel relieved, you feel like you won. But that second thing was the goal from the very beginning. The crazy first ask was never real. It was a setup designed to make their actual request look reasonable by comparison. And your brain fell for it, because human psychology evaluates things relative to what came before, not on their own merit. So next time, ask yourself one question: if they had asked me this second thing first with nothing before it, would I have said yes? If the answer is no, you just got played completely. Tactic 4. Word twisting. You say, I need some space. They say, so you're done with me. And now you're comforting them about something they twisted from your own mouth. 1 second, you're expressing a need. The next second, you're apologizing for something you never said. The counter is simple. Don't defend the twisted version, name it directly. That's not what I said, and I think you know that. Say it once. Say it calm. Then stop talking. Because every extra word you use to clarify is another word they can twist into something new. Tactic 5. The repetition trap. Here's something about your brain that will disturb you. The more you hear something, the more true it starts to feel, even if it's a complete lie. Repetition alone makes things feel real, and they know this. So they don't say it once they drill it. You're too sensitive. Once you push back 10 times, you feel less sure. 20 times you start believing it, and you never found any actual evidence. You're too sensitive. The evidence was never the point. The repetition was the point. They're not trying to convince your logic. They're trying to outlast your certainty. Write things down. Protect your own version of reality, because a written record makes repetition completely powerless. Tactic 6. Bringing in the crowd. You're in a hard conversation, and suddenly, everyone thinks you've changed. Even your own friends say you're difficult. People who know us both agree with me and feel what happens in your chest, because it's designed to make you feel outnumbered, designed to make you feel like the one person who can't see the truth about yourself. And half the time, that crowd doesn't even exist. The people are invented. But the pressure is completely real. Shut it down immediately. I don't care what everyone thinks, tell me your position, because someone hiding behind a crowd of opinions has almost no confidence standing alone. Tactic 7. The silence weapon. You say something real, something valid, something that needed to be said, and they go completely silent, not thinking, not processing, just gone emotionally offline. And you feel that cold dread immediately, and you start the spiral. Was I too harsh? Should I apologize? And you do apologize, not because you were wrong, but because their silence felt like a threat to the entire relationship. And that apology for telling the truth is exactly what the silence was designed to produce. They didn't argue a single point. They just made you feel the cost of holding your position and let your own love do the rest. It only stops working the day you stop filling the silence. Here's what changes now. None of these tactics survive recognition. They all depend on you staying confused long enough to blame yourself. But you've seen all 7, and the next time you feel that familiar, how did I end up defending myself again? Feeling you're going to catch it. Name it. And watch the whole thing collapse, because you cannot manipulate someone who sees the mechanism. You cannot control someone who understands the game, and the people using these on you were betting their entire power on one thing: that you never figured it out. You just figured it out. And listen, your brain just processed 7 levels of psychological warfare in one sitting. And if that didn't make something click inside you, then nothing will. But if it did, if even one of these tactics made you think of a specific person, a specific conversation, a specific moment where you walked away feeling crazy, then you already know this content is different from everything else you've seen. And the only question is whether you're going to let the next person in your life use tactic 3 on you tomorrow without recognizing it, or whether you're going to be the one person in the room who actually sees what's happening. And if you want to keep seeing what most people never see, hit that follow button right now, because the next video goes even darker into the tactics used specifically on people who are too smart to fall for obvious manipulation, which is exactly why those tactics are the most dangerous of all. And if you leave without following, you're literally doing to yourself what tactic 3 does, making a choice that feels safe right now, but costs you everything later. Don't be the person who saw the truth and scrolled away.